Welcome back, Shine family. I'm Sue, and I'm so happy to have you join me in this low frequency class. Today we will be using our looped bands, or perhaps it's some nylons that are tied up, so just find the right resistance or tension that's best for you. But we'll be using this at the tail end of our class. So just simply place it to the side for now. We'll come get it later, and I invite you to join me in a laying position. So whether your knees are tented and the feet are underneath the knees, or you're allowing your legs to stretch long down your mat, just allow them to flop open within their sockets. And just release all tension from your body here. Just take notice where maybe you happen to be storing any, or maybe holding on. And let's take 3 deep breaths to clear it out. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Big inhale through the nose. Out through the mouth. One last time, big inhale. Sigh it out. And as you sigh, just allow yourself to sink a little bit deeper inside your skin. And just take notice of the beating heart that is feeding and nourishing your body. And just envision yourself as a cell that is floating through, all the way through your veins, from your heart down to your legs. Maybe you're going out to your fingertips. Maybe it's coming all the way up the back of your neck and circling at your crown. Now, whether you've chosen to have legs outstretched, or perhaps your feet are underneath your knees, with your knees resting together, finding no tension in the lower body, just allow yourself to soften around your bones. And let's start by taking 3 cleansing breaths here. Big inhale through the nose. Span the ribs, exhale through the mouth. Soften that heart. Inhale through the nose. Drink up, exhale, spill out. One last time, big inhale. Audible sigh out. Just feel yourself deflating. Feeling the contraction of the ribs. And just taking notice if you've holding on to any tension anywhere in the body, and just send some breath, some light, some love into those spaces, and just ask them to relax. Now, starting with your toes, let's take just a little point and flex of only the toes. And now starting to shake the feet, finding that little vibration that's originating at the toes, and now allow it to start to spread and migrate up your shins, and maybe it comes all the way up into the knees. And now allowing it to feed, nourish the quads and into the hips. Allow it to resonate all the way up through the spine and the shoulders. Your shoulders get involved, maybe your hands start to go back and forth, and maybe it moves your head around a little bit, but just keep this vibrational shake, knowing that we're hydrating our fascia, we're igniting that lymphatic system. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, release, find stillness. And just sit here for one moment, feeling this beautiful, blissful vibration that is perfectly and uniquely and ultimately yours. And just settling into a nice, natural breath. Basking in this vibration that we are all a part of. Feeling our molecules connecting. Now, starting to find a little bit of organic movement in your body, just find a little bit of stretch and pull. Maybe the arms want to come side to side. Maybe you want to get through the hips. Maybe you want to take the hands all the way up towards the ceiling. Maybe you want to take the hands with, and maybe you want to take the head. So just play with a little bit of space around you before we settle into our first sequence. Placing the heels under the knees, hands beside the hips. Draw the shoulder blades down and back. We're imprinting that spine, so drawing the navel in towards the mat, closing those ribs, knitting together, drawing the lower pelvic floor up, and let's just start by rocking through the pelvis front to back. Finding the forward, rocking and back. Now one last time, working each vertebrae into the mat. Seal the knees together, point the toes, and send them all the way up towards the sky. So whether you've chosen to point the toes or flex, just choose one to finish off the engagement of the legs. Now feel as though you have a piece of string. It's tethered to your chin or perhaps your sternum, and you slightly lift the head off the floor. And finding into our little pulse, our hundreds here, we're just telling our core to wake up, finding that breath, igniting the legs, find the extension behind the knees, and know that even if you don't have a full extension, the bent knees is absolutely fine, but just keep the engagement. You got this. Palms face down, palms face up. You got it. Be mindful that our chin isn't crunching towards our chest. This is 2 and 1. Allow the head to come back down to the mat. Plant the palms just slightly wider than where you had them placed beside the hips. Now flex the feet. Allow the legs to just slowly come over to the right side, really rooting down through the opposite left hip. Come back through center. And slowly migrate to the other side. This is small, very controlled movement, up and over. Rocking it side to side. Imprint that spine, grow long through the crown, shoot laser beams out the heels and through the fingertips. Keep going, you got it. Nice, controlled. Find that breath. One more set. This is 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now point the toes. Find the external rotation of the legs. Feel as though your legs are oversized zippers. You're drawing everything up the shins, engaging the kneecaps. You're drawing the kneecaps towards the quads. The quads are wrapping around, squeezing those glutes. Plant the palms beside the hips. We beat the feet front to back. So we're scissoring them teeny tiny. We're engaging through that midline, that inside line of the thigh. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. For 4, 3, point the toes. I want you to feel so much engagement in the legs that it almost hurts. For 4, draw that navel to spine. 3, 2, and 1. Allow the legs to come all the way down, but we're not coming all the way down because we're allowing the legs to just float off the ground, keeping those scissors going. We hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Here we go. For 4. You should feel those quads on fire, those inner thighs. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. You got it. Navel to spine. We float. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Glutes, inner thighs. For 4. Take it up. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Place the hands to the insides of the thighs. Allow the legs to come into a nice wide straddle. Bend and flex, point and stretch. You got it. Bend and flex, point and stretch. Holding here, point the toes, hands come through the thighs. Lift the chest, pulse it up, navel to spine. Growth nice and long to the crown of the head. Set the shoulders. Reach, reach, reach. Point, point, point. There's so much engagement, external rotation of that leg. Keep going for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here, hands behind the nape of the neck. Allow the head to come down towards the ground. We hold 4, 3, 2. We beat the legs. We beat it in, extend. Crunch with the legs. You got it. Last set. 4, 3. I lied. We're gonna do one more round because it feels good. Last set for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the palms back down beside the thighs. Maybe you're finding a little shake in your quads like me, but let's keep that feet beating. Now send them back down towards the ground, but hover the heels. We hold 4, 3, 2. Hold here, heels together. Draw the toes towards the center line and extend the legs, and then send them long. Almost like we're taking a reverse plie into a wide second and squeezing the thighs. Keep going for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keep the legs going as we slowly migrate them all the way up towards the sky. Lift, in, extend, draw together. Toes come in, extend the legs, lift it up. Toes come in, extend the legs, lift it up. Keep going for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right knee comes in, left leg long. Nice. Take just a little supine twist here. Gaze towards the right shoulder. And just breathe into the twist. We hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back. Left knee comes in, right leg goes long. Find the supine twist to the opposite side. Left shoulder kisses towards the ground. Gaze towards, ooh, I gave myself a nice little adjustment there. 2, and 1. Finding yourself center, cross at the ankles. Just work your way to a seated position. Planting the palms underneath the shoulders and the feet underneath the knees. Working our way into our reverse tabletop. So lifting the hips, lift and hold, knit those ribs together. We breathe. Find the expansion through the front of the chest, and maybe you find a nice little release stretch through the biceps. Hold. You got this for 4, 3. Close those ribs. 2, and 1. Release the right leg all the way down to the ground. Placing the right knee underneath the hip. Send the left arm long into a nice stretch, almost as though like we're in a half child's pose. Send the right arm nice and long. And just allow yourself to sink into that left shoulder. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Plant the palms underneath the shoulders. Inhale, arms up all the way into our gate pose. Open up through the right side. Plant the right palm, open through the left. Finding a nice flat back. So we're sending the hips nice on top of the heel. So we're finding a nice long line, pitching our body weight over top of the thigh. We're just pulsing the arms. Find a nice long line through the crown of the head, through the nape of the neck. You got this. So thinking of engagement through that core, finding that integrity. Now take the hands back, we pulse it back. So fingertips while drawing together behind the booty. You got it, last set for 4, 3, this is 2, and 1. Plant the right palm down, come back to our reverse tabletop, lift it up. You're gonna get a nice look at my butt as we come to the other side, support the neck, send the hips high, we hold. Find that breath. For 4, 3, 2, squeeze, 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 and 1. Transition. Send the left knee underneath that left hip. Right leg comes along, right arm threads, left arm long past the ear, release. Nice. Unwind yourself. Inhale, arms all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, right arm floats down. Open up to the left. Really finding the expansion through the intercostals. Exhale, plant that left palm down. Open up through the right. Breathe for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you get to see it from the reverse side. Find the pitch forward. Hips are on top of heels. We're swooping that lower pelvic through forward and pulse. So the belly is really over top of the thigh, finding nice long length. So we're trying not to C-curve, to hollow it out or dump anything, cocking the booty out, but a nice long line. Keep going for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend the arms, pulse it back. So the fingertips are trying to reach towards one another, those baby fingers behind the booty. We got it for 4, 3, this is 2, and 1. You got this. Nice. Working through a nice cat-cow. Planting the knees underneath the hips, palms on the shoulders. Tuck it around. Here we go. Lift. Exhale, sink and soften. One more time. Exhale, release. Nice. Now taking your right leg forward, placing it underneath the knee, so heel in line with the knee, taking the arms all the way to the nape of the neck, sending that left leg directly behind the body. We hold, sink into that left hip. If you want to find a little pulse because it feels good, please do so. Open the heart, little heart opener here. This is 3, 2, 1. Left elbow down to that left ankle. Find that twist. Back through center. Shift that weight to the back. Forward fold over top of that right leg. Lift it high and twist it in and open. Find yourself, hands behind the nape of the neck. Shift forward into the right knee. Left elbow, right knee, or right ankle, lift up high. Stretch it out, forward fold. Nice controlled movements. You got it. Open. Keep going, you got this. Find that breath. Controlled. I hope you're sweating. I am. Extend, grow, hands. Shift it forward. This is our last time. Take it forward. Left elbow, right ankle, forward fold, controlled. These are our kneeling ab sequence. Beautiful. Now planting the palms underneath the shoulders, allow the right leg to come out to the right side. And finding a nice hover, little circles forward. And allow the leg to migrate back. Keep the legs circling. We started with the flex foot, now let's point the toes. Keeping that right leg tracking directly behind that left hip. Grow long through the crown, keep everything nice and square. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tucking left toe, sending the right leg high into our three-legged dog. Allow the left heel to become nice and heavy and just allow the stretch to happen. Breathe deeply into it, soften the heart, square up the shoulders. Now let's take the leg down and lift it high. Down and up. Control that leg, you've got this. 4 more for 4, 3. This next set, we shift forward over top of the palms, tiger curl. Take it in, send it back. If you like, float your dog, lift, find that hang time. Last set for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice Cross the right foot behind the left. Walk the hands back towards the feet and sink deeply into the hips. Allow the hands to clasp the elbows, crown of the head towards the floor. Walk the hands back out. Lower the knees. Extend the left. Hands come up behind the nape of the neck. Sink forward. Track the right hip towards the top of the mat. Open and find the pulse. And the breath. Keep going for 4, 3, 2, and 1. You know where we're going. Right elbow, left ankle. We'll find it nice and slow first. Back through center. Migrate back. Forward fold. Lift and twist. Open arms if it feels right. Remember, I'm just your guide. You listen to your body's needs. Meet yourself where you are. Find that flow, find that breath. Nice and slow, controlled. Slower is always so much harder, so much more muscle engagement. Last set. Grow through the crown, even as you take that forward fold. Lift and open. Nice. Planting the palms to the inside of that left leg. Send the left leg out towards the sides. Palms under shoulders, circling, floating that left heel off the ground. Now keep it going, and as you migrate the leg back, point the toe. It's kind of like a little bit of a mind melt. It's like, what way am I circling my leg? Can I keep it going? Beautiful. Tuck that toe, send the left toe high, three-legged dog. Right heel is nice and heavy, soften the heart, gaze towards the right toes for 4, 3, this is 2, and 1. Lower, lift, control, down and up. Control, don't allow that leg to flop. Point the toes, find the extension from behind the knee, take it forward, knee comes in, send it back. Float it up if you want. Lift, find that hang time. Last set, this is 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, allow the left leg to cross behind the right. Walk the hands towards the body into our cross leg forward fold. Clasp the elbows. Release the crown to the floor. Just taking in any notes, any tension, maybe feeling that left IT band. Walking the hands forward. Let's work into our plank. Nice and wide. Shoulder taps. Tap right shoulder, tap left shoulder, lower down, lift high. Tap right, tap left, lower elbows in towards the side body, lift. Tap right, tap left, lower. You got it for 4, 3, this is 2, and 1. Beautiful, plant the feet together, send the hips high. Allow the left leg to float towards the sky and send it all the way through, replacing left hand. Inhale, arms up. Oh, hi, we're standing. Exhale, coming through our nice warrior floating warrior 3. But thinking of it as perhaps a bent knee, because we're working through the back leg. If you like, you can take the hands overhead. Controlled. Option to add some arms, take it forward and back. You got it, last set, 4, 3, 2, Last one, we hold. Lengthen, find the stillness. Point the toe or flex the foot, your choice. Beautiful, right leg sends back. Windmill through center. Exhale, forward fold. Pivoting all the way over to the opposite side. Into our high lunge on the right. Lift. Breathe. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send it forward into that warrior 3. Bending into that right leg. Tap that toe up and down. Maybe you're sending the arms nice and long past the ears. If you want, add those arms. Controlled. Find that focus. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Take a nice wide straddle. Tucking around through the spine. Coming up. All right. Release. Just shake it out. Whew, that's a lot of controlled movement. Maybe we take it into a little bounce, and this is your choice how much movement you want to do here. I just want to take a moment to release those hip flexors, those arms, get that blood pumping again. This is 2 and 1. Ground those feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway. Take fingertips to mat. Keep the chest lifted. Sink into the right knee. Coming over, sinking into the left. Extend the arms side to side, nice and slow. Find those levels. Nice controlled. Right heel lifts up and down. So we're swooping that lower pelvic floor forward. Chest is over the thigh. Engage, close ribs. This is 2 and 1. Switch it up, left side. Hold it here and pulse. Sink into that left glute. Remember, don't load into that lower back. For 4, 3, 2. Hold still, lift in, lower heel up and down. Find that breath. You got it. Last set. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg steps back into a nice long lunge. Hands come overhead and down. Tap the hands, lift it high and lift it low. Lift, high and send it down. Tap, lift, high and down. If you want, speed it up. Lower lift, standing abs. Last set, sink into that right hip. Find that external rotation, 45, 2, and 1. Nice, step over to the right side. Working through the left, hands come overhead. Find the extension behind that right knee, take it down. Tap and lift it high, tap, down, tap, and up. Keep going, pick it up if you want, or keep that lower tempo. This is your class. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, nice, big, wide, second position. Goddess pose, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hold and breathe. Turn the feet in, plant the palms, coming down to the knees. Inhale, arms up. Clasping the hands all the way on top of the elbows, lift and open through the right side body, and up and over to the left. So you're sending the hips to the opposite side that your arms are going, side to side. Working those obliques. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time, as you come up and over to the left side, you extend through the right. We're tapping the fingertip down, sending the leg long as you come back through center. Find that cinch, open, controlled. Take it through center. Squeeze those thighs together. This is slow, controlled movement. And maybe at some point, depending on your core stability or where you are today, finding that float. Oh gosh, it's hard. Oh, can we do it? Let's hold it here for 4. Maybe fingertips are down 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, forward fold, hands to heels, forehead towards knees. Crown of head is striving for the floor as you scoop that lower pelvic floor forward into our rabbit pose. Hollow out the belly. Nice big stretch to the lower lumbar. Open the shoulders. Release, inhale, arms up. Hands all the way back to the elbows and work that side body one more time. All right, here we go. All the way over to the right side. We open. Find the extension. Left side cinch. Open. Woo! Find that float. And guess what? It's okay if we fall over. We're human. And maybe you're much stronger on one side than you are on the other. Let's find that float on the last one. Reach and grow. Oh gosh, can we do it? Hold 4. Maybe fingertips are down, that's okay. For 3, 2, 1. Release, circle those arms. Down and up. Find the momentum, the weight of the hips and the arms. Release. 2, and 1. Nice, come all the way over to the right side. Scooping up all the way over. Left arm extends. Find that circle. Open. Use that extended range of motion. Let's take it one more time, either side. Last one. Reach. Nice, coming back to the heels. Let's grab our bands. So let's start by placing them on the thighs, so just 2 inches above the knees. So coming all the way onto all 4s, hovering the knees, tucking and rounding to the lower pelvic floor. Right knee only, external, internal. So the toe is just lightly touching the ground. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. You know it, left side. Find that controlled movement. Really work through that band-like muscle inside the hip. Let's add both knees out and in. Slow, controlled. In, out, and in. Last set. For 4, 3, 2. Oh gosh, it's so much harder when it's slower. Tap the feet out and in. So take the toes slightly wider than your mat. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down to the knees, allow the arms to sway side to side. Release the shoulders. A little easy spinal give and take on the twist. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Working back all the way to your seat. Now take your bands all the way down to your ankles. Take them slightly wider than hip width. Let's start by just placing our elbows underneath our shoulders. We're tucking around into that lower pelvic floor. Draw the knees in, pulse them out. So whether you're flexing or pointing, it doesn't matter, just choose one. For 2, and 1. Pulse it out and in. We're finding the furthest extension of the band. Setting those shoulders down the back, so not sinking into the shoulder girdle, but finding nice lift through the sternum. Nice. Release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Scooting the booty down just a little bit, and before we take our final rest, Extending the toes long and finding the pulse outwards. Splaying the fingertips. Keeping the toes and the pulse going as you draw the toes towards the sky. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. So option to stay here, or option to follow me into our little roll back. Just think of like finding your way to your bra strap, not coming all the way onto the cervical spine, and find the pulse here. Nice. So your choice to keep the pulse going as you slowly lower into your spine onto your back, or keeping the legs nice and straight and controlled hold. Keep the legs going. Find the float of the heel above the floor. Draw the quads up, squeeze the glutes. Let's do that one more time. Take it all the way up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You got this. Imprint that lower spine. Exhale, you find the pulse as we take it all the way overhead. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly rolling all the way back, pointing the toes towards the sky. Release. Take the bands off. Toss them away. And coming all the way onto your bellies. Working into our cobra pose. Planting the palms underneath the shoulders and just working through your most comfortable cobra pose. Planting the right palm to the center of your chest. Send the left arm long, open up. Exhale, left hand replaces right. Send the right arm long and find that twist. Keeping a micro bend in the elbows, not hyperextending through the arms. One more time. Nice, planting palms under shoulders and finding a nice, beautiful, luxurious cobra roll. Now, whether you've decided to take your final rest here on your belly, or maybe you've found your way onto your side, or maybe all the way onto your back, just lay here in this moment, feeling the benefits of your practice today of this low frequency class, feeling every heartbeat, every breath, every cell, every vibration, every speck of energy that is surrounding you. Allow yourself to slowly feel as though that you are becoming a part of your surroundings. With every breath, releasing a little bit deeper. Releasing the idea that we are confined to this body. And joining and mixing with all the molecules and all the vibrations that surround us. And just be present. And be mindful. Be non-judgmental. And completely honoring in this beautiful, beautiful body that is yours. Now, spending as much time as you might need here in this restful state, or finding your way back up. Just come to a kneeling position. Placing your hands on your knees, closing your eyes, or just looking down the bridge of your nose, just allowing your shoulders to soften, and maybe just give your head a buoyant shift from side to side. Maybe give yourself a little shake. Release, inhale, arms up. Gathering all the beauty that is around in between the palms, drawing it all the way into your heart center. Thanking yourselves for making it to your mat today, to carve out this time, this precious time that is completely and ultimately for you. The light and love inside of me is always there with you, and honoring the light and love inside of you. Thanks for joining.